Hello guys, this is Xzirez here again, making another deck tech type of video. I've been away or I haven't been away, but I haven't been playing for the last 3 weeks or so, and my computer broke, which is part of the reason why I haven't made any more videos. I was supposed to make more, but I couldn't really make one because the other computer is so crappy. But I'm back now, and I'm making a short deck tech to the Dragon Warrior that I had rank 1 with on Asia about 3 weeks ago, before I stopped playing. I was supposed to make video guide when I hit rank 1, but then I just didn't want to play anymore, so I just took a break. But now I'm back and I'm making one. And this deck, I played it around 3 weeks ago, and I knew it was going to be good first when I made it, but I didn't have that much success at the start. But then I played it more, and then I played it on Asia on a different account that I have, and I went just straight from rank 6, like non-legend, to rank 1 legend in under a day. It's insanely good, and I almost won all my games. So yeah, I think it's really good. I also have played it some on EU, but I haven't I haven't played enough this month to be legend. But I also win most of my games on EU. Only rank 3 though, not even legend. But yeah, gonna be explaining some of the cards and stuff. The basic layout is just pretty much just a more aggressive warrior that does better against more early game threats, and also pushes or puts a lot of pressure on mid-range and control decks. So it's less of a defensive warrior and more of a I put stuff on board you will need to trade with kind of warrior. So yeah. Let's go over the cards real quick. So I'm playing Executes, of course, and Shield Slams and War Axes. There's really just core cards, of course. Playing Armor Smiths and 2 Cruel Taskmasters. I was playing 1 originally, and then 1 Whirlwind, but I didn't really feel like the Whirlwind did enough. The card was pretty much just bad. Oh shit. The card was pretty much just bad in most my games. It was good in some games, but very few games it was actually good in. It did do some against Hunters and Sulaks, but there wasn't enough of those decks to justify running one. So I took it out for Taskmaster because Taskmaster is just better. As like solid drop, Whirlwind is kind of more specific, and I don't really think you need Whirlwind in this meta. It really makes no sense to me why I would run Whirlwind. So I'm running 2 Taskmasters and no Whirlwind. I'm running 2 Shield Locks, and it's basically just because I want to have draw, and it combos with Shield Slam, and it gains me health. Like, deck has a lot of health because I'm not running any taunts, so I need a lot of health gain instead in this meta. Then of course I'm running Acolytes and Big Game Hunters and all of that. And I'm running 2 this, which I have never seen this when playing Warrior before. So I figured I would try it because it's a 3-drop, which is something that Warrior kind of needs. The only thing they have to play on turn 3 is like Acolyte of Pain, which completely sucks. It's more of a late game card, more like a draw card generally. And this card has been doing really well. I usually get to play it for as a 3/5 if I mulligan correctly, but even if I get to, or even if I play it as a 2/4 against the aggressive decks, it's still gonna trade fairly evenly. So it's not a big loss. It's just Warrior needs something to play on turn 3, I figured, because a lot of the tempo loss that Warrior gets happens on turn 3 and 2. They basically just lose early game, and then the opponent snowballs you. And Fire War Axe isn't really that good anymore because there's so many creepers and the Rubin eggs. It doesn't really do as much as it used to. The card used to be extremely broken in Warrior, and it was pretty much the only reason why Warrior was playable. But now it's lost a lot of value, so you kind of need to have more minions and armor smiths and stuff. So yeah, this card has been doing really great. I will probably keep playing this in a deck like this forever. I think that's pretty much everything what were your needs. I would want it to be a bit more consistent in the battle cry, but there is just not enough good dragons to play in the game yet. So, but if there are more dragons, then this deck would be a lot stronger. Like if there's something with health gain, like a dragon with health gain, then this deck is going to be miles stronger than what it is at the moment. But it's still pretty strong, but it's not optimal because it's kind of inconsistent when you get this battle cry. It's just annoying. So yeah, great card. Probably gonna play this even after the expansion. I'm playing Deathspite, of course. Like most of these are standards, I'm just not gonna go over them. And then I'm playing one brawl. I've seen a lot of people play two because of patrons, but there's really no point in playing two. It's like because it's just so dead in your hand. There's very few games where I really need two brawls. I mean, it's like a safety issue. It's like you kind of want to draw your two brawls, but in this deck I run a lot of draw. Like I run two drakes and I run this and I run these and stuff, so I kind of don't need the second one. And I also think just running two is just bad. I mean, if you draw like a god and you never draw both of them, or you always need both of them, then sure, it's good, but usually it's not going to be good. And I'm also running this, so I have more early games, so the brawl is kind of, like, one is fine. Like, running two is just so dead, like I said, it's just, yeah. It's really tight with card slots in this deck. There's a lot of cards I would want to run, and running two brawls is just not good. And then I'm running a Xzirez, which is probably, or people used to run this back in the day, for card draw because there was no other better 5-drop. And I think the Xzirez is still a really good minion just because it's, I mean, if you look at the card, it's insane. It should be like 5.5 mana, and it's 5 mana. So the spell power doesn't really do anything in this deck. It really just combos with Shield Slam sometimes, which is pretty good actually. But I mean, the spell power doesn't really do much. It's just playing it since it's a dragon and it can draw. So it wins me a lot of games actually, because I'm able to play with an extra card in my hand, and I'm also able to cycle faster in order to get my cards. I think it's better than Belcher in most of the games I've played so far. There are some games that I would really want Belcher, but I'm also getting the added bonus by playing this with Blackwing Corruptor and Blackwing Technician. So I think it's better than Belcher, at least in this build. And Belcher is also pretty bad against Patron Warriors and Druids and stuff. This card is much weaker to Shredder, but you would usually want to kill Shredder with like War Axe or Deathspite before you play this, so it's never really going to trade into Shredder. But yeah, like playing a Xzirez has really improved a lot of the matchups. Like Paladin, for example, or mid-range Paladins gets a lot better when you're playing this. A lot of decks like Patron Warrior gets better when you play this. And also just situationally is good because you're playing with that extra card and you're cycling to get your brawl and your Deathspite and your executes and everything. Like card draw is just always good, basically. I really like card draw. I think card draw, there should be more of card draw. Currently a Xzirez is pretty much the only good card draw. But yeah, the card is great. And I'm only playing one of these because if I was playing two, it would just be really dead in my hand because I always kind of need the battle cry to go off, and if I'm only playing one, then I won't be stuck with two of these in my hand. So I think one is pretty good. If there was more dragons, I would play two because the card is insane, but I only play like 4 dragons, so I can't really play two of these. The card has been doing great though, much better than Belcher. I was thinking of swapping this as Belcher, but this card does a lot more than what Belcher would have done. So yeah. Pretty good. I don't think 2 is correct though. 1 is probably the best. Playing Harrison, of course, because Patron Warrior, there is to explain really. And then I'm playing 2 Shield Maidens because I need armor. I was thinking of swapping one with Sylvanas, but Sylvanas kind of doesn't do much. Like some games she's good, but Shield Maiden is just good all around. Like every game I play her, she's good. Getting 5 armor is really never bad, and 5/5 body is great. So really like this card. I would really want Warrior to have more of these cards. This is kind of the one of my favorite cards in this class. It's like a split effect. If you want the health gain, you get the health gain, and if you want the 5/5 body, you get the 5/5 body. So yeah, great card honestly. And I don't think Sylvanas is better than her. I think she's actually better than Sylvanas, and like I said, in most cases. And I'm playing this because it's broken. Gamash is standard, of course. And I'm playing these because they're dragons, mostly. And Alexstrasza has saved me a lot of games, like healing for like 9, 10 health, usually, for 9 mana. That's basically what he does. And he wins a ton of games. I was playing Nefarian at first, but then I was sitting there with like really low health, a lot of games, and Nefarian in my hand, and I couldn't even play him. And I was just hoping my opponent wouldn't draw a burn. And when I started playing Alexstrasza, it was just way better. So yeah, Alexstrasza is just great, honestly. Like, the deck is kind of faster, so you don't generally want to use it on your opponent. Some games you do, but yeah, I usually just heal myself with this, and there's a ton of games that I win the game by healing myself with this. Card is extremely good. And Xzirez is another dragon. It's basically why I'm playing her. The card is not that great, honestly. It's one of the cards that I wish was something else. I wish there was like another 9 mana minion that like either drew you cards or something. I kind of would like to play Nefarian over here, but the problem is it's Beacon Hunter target. Ysera just has a better body. If Nefarian had the same stats, I would play Nefarian over Ysera, because Ysera is just way too slow a lot of times. But she kind of just doesn't have too many weaknesses at the moment, which is why I'm playing her. If she always drew Awakening, for example, the card would be really good, but at the moment the card is really not that good. She kind of, I would really want her to have a different effect. I'm really just playing her for the body, and because she's a dragon, like 410 or 412 for 9 is pretty good. I would really want it to be a 511, honestly, in this meta, because there's a lot of 5 health creatures, but 412 is okay. But I really wish she would choose a 511. It would make the game a lot easier. She wouldn't be weak to priest cabal stuff, and she would also be able to trade way better. If there's another card introduced at 9 mana or 8 mana, for example, like a dragon at 8 mana that is better than her, I'm gonna play that instead, but for the time being she's the best dragon. So yeah, I think the deck's pretty optimal, but like I said, a lot of the cards are just being played because there's no better options in the game at the moment. I think I would replace like this. Definitely replace this if there was a better option. I would definitely replace this if there was a better option. I would definitely replace like probably a third of these cards if there was better options, but there just isn't at the moment. So yeah, I'm gonna make some gameplay of this probably as well, so you guys can see how he plays. And to be honest, it's a really good deck. I had someone try it and I didn't really do as good with it, but I think it's kind of hard to play. I don't know, not too sure. It's been doing really well for me at least. Like I said, I just streaked from like rank 6 to rank 1. Deck was performing extremely well. So yeah, see you guys in the video.